Hi and welcome. In this podcast, I would be talking on recently released mid-year non-bank outlook FY22. India Rating and Research has changed the outlook to improving from stable for retail NBFCs and HFCs for second half FY22. Current operating environment and second COVID wave has impacted disbursements and collections for non-banks. However, adequate system liquidity because of regulatory measures taken, along with sufficient capital buffers, stable margins due to the low funding cost, and on-balance sheet provisioning buffers, provided enough cushion to navigate the challenges that have been emerging from the subdued operating environment. India Rating believes in this environment there is a likely to be a meaningful variation in the performance among different asset classes, which could reflect on non-banks depending upon the asset under management mix. NBFCs with a diversified asset mix and non-overlapping customer segments could be better placed to navigate the operating challenges and may report a less volatile operating performance. India Rating expects NBFCs to report a growth of around 10% in the AUM, although the disbursements are likely to remain moderate. Incrementally, India Rating believes diversification in product lines remains crucial for non-banks to grow during these cyclical downturns and have a wider product basket that negates the risk of single asset class franchise. According to the India Ratings assessment, asset quality for non-banks have deteriorated in FY21 and there has been further build-up in 1Q FY22, which could keep the headline numbers elevated in FY22. Overall stressed book as read through gross non-performing assets plus restructured book for top 10 NBFCs has risen to 6.4% in FY21 from 5.4 in FY20. Further, the book benefited through emergency credit lines would be around 5%, where there could be incremental slippages coming in FY23 post moratorium gets over. Similarly, HFCs witnessed a rise in delinquencies where their overall stress book for top 10 entities rose to 3.8% in FY21 from 2.3 in FY20. The rise in delinquencies was high in first quarter FY22 for NBFCs and HFCs, where gross non-performing assets has increased quarterly by 35 and 26% respectively. India Rating believes the segment facing heightened delinquencies for non-banks are two-wheelers, passenger vehicles, unsecured business loans, microfinance and commercial vehicle segment. The agency believes these segments could remain under pressure for second half FY22 as the business momentum remains subdued. However, housing and gold finance segments have been more resilient to the pandemic and would continue to be so over medium term. Agency expects the NBFC's GNPA to rise to 7.3% in FY22 from 6.8 in 1Q FY22 and for HFCs to rise to around 3.8% in FY22 from 3.6 in 1Q FY22. As the overall stress on the loan book is on rise, the loss given default could increase if the resolution delays takes longer than envisaged. Due to pandemic, there were frequent lockdowns across states, leading to difficulties in enforcement of hard collateral and possibility of resolution through SARFAESI, DRT, also Section 132 has been on the moderate side. NBFCs remain well capitalized to withstand any impact due to the current fluid operating environment, as large NBFCs have raised equity capital over last 15 to 18 months and smaller NBFCs were anyways less levered. So from stress case perspective, the buffers are adequate to absorb any asset quality challenges.